May I request Honorable Chancellor Sir to address the graduates.
I touch and salute the holy feet of Bharata Mata, the most powerful and the most merciful. आज येथे उपस्थित सर्वांना माझा नमस्कार. I take this opportunity to congratulate our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji for giving the status of classical language to our great Maratha language. Today we all gathered here on the auspicious occasion of 41st convocation of Sant Gadge Babaji Amravati University, and on this day the dignitaries who are sharing their dais with me, His Lordship Justice Sri Bhushan Radhakrishnan Gavai ji, who is hailed from this town to the highest judicial forum, the Supreme Court of India, and the son of my great friend, with whom I have worked as a member of parliament in the Lok Sabha, in the 13th Lok Sabha, and who was the governor of Kerala. So he was very close to me in all those years. I remember those days now. And my colleague from Raj Bhavan, Dr. Prashant ji, IAS, my principal secretary, Professor Dr. Milind Barhate, Vice Chancellor, Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, Sri Mahendra Dhore, Professor Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Avinash ji, Registrar, members of Management, Senate and Academic Council, the teaching and non-teaching staff of our university, the parents of the graduating students, and the faculty members, my dear rising stars of the future of Mother Bharat, students, my good friends from media, and Bhai Begno, sabko namaskar. It is a great fortune for me to be in your midst on the occasion of the birth anniversary of one of the greatest social reformers of Maharashtra and India, Sant Gadge Babaji. I offer my pranams to Sant Gadge Babaji. Yes, he is the pioneer of village cleanliness and sanitation. He make a worshipping way of God, yes, to keep the environment neat and clean. There are so many ways of worshipping the God. And he make it, the environment should be neat and clean. That is the great devotion towards the God that he has preached. And he is a rare saint who always carried a broom in his hands and cleaned the village with his own hands before giving his sermons to the people. I share the joy of all the graduating students who are receiving their degrees at the 41st convocation of Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University. While I am congratulating everyone, I appreciate the hard efforts put by all of you, and I thank all the parents and the teachers who have done their job remarkably well in shaping you today. Since its establishment in the year 1983, the Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University has made remarkable progress in terms of accessibility, affordability, and excellence in higher education. Located in the relatively backward or developing area of Maharashtra, this university has played a significant role in transforming the lives of people and enhancing the socio-economic profile of the entire region. The university has produced many graduates who are the first generation graduates from the farming community and the downtrodden of the society, which is commendable. In its journey, it has educated and empowered thousands of girl students. When you educate a girl student, you not only educate her, but you are educating that family. I am pleased to note that the university has 5 major districts, namely Amravati, Akola, Buldana, Wasim, and Yavatmal in its jurisdiction. 3 months ago, I visited almost all the districts of Amravati except the Wasim district, where I attended a program with the Honorable Prime Minister. While I was in Amravati, the Government of India announced the granting of the classical language status to Marathi language. That is a great feeling on that day. I feel privileged and fortunate to note that during my term as the governor of this great state, Marathi got the status of a classical language. Why I am repeatedly telling this? When we fought for getting the classical language status to Tamil, it was not that easy. We have been fighting for many years, and finally we got it from the then Prime Minister of India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. And I think with a relatively ease, we got the classical language status for Marathi. That's why I personally feel we couldn't get the joy what we should have got it. We should be very proud of this great historical language, Marathi. And Marathi, Sant Daneshwar, Sant Namdev, Sant Tukaram, Sant Janabai, Sant Gadge Baba, and Rashtra Sant Tukadoji Maharaj extensively wrote and preached in Marathi. That's why when our chief guest today, the Justice of Supreme Court, Bhushan Gavai ji, said, I have to speak in Marathi as the VC has requested. I am also interested in speaking only in Marathi, but unfortunately I don't know the language. That is why I have to use this foreign language, English. English is not knowledge. English is only a language. That we have to keep in mind all the time. And we all should be proud to speak in our own mother tongue. That is the greatest feeling of everyone. It should be the greatest feeling of everyone. The knowledge treasured in other languages such as in Sanskrit, Pali, English, Hindi and other classical languages of India should be translated in Marathi so that common man could get benefited. So we should not have a hatred towards any other language. Every language got its own uniqueness, and we should be proud of our mother tongue. There is nothing wrong in it. But mostly it is misunderstood that if I am proud of my mother tongue, then I should hate other languages. That is not for a person who wants to learn the whole world. If the person wants to learn the humanity, he should understand, or he should patiently listen to the other languages also. And we all must try to translate the maximum good books of other languages into our own mother tongue. During my interactions with the people's representative, professionals and writers and chambers of commerce in Amravati, I noticed that Amravati has tremendous potential for growth and development. When we met me and our Justice Gavai were discussing, then I was telling him, from the backwardness, Amravati region is becoming one of the fastest growing region. That is the greatness of all your good efforts, and I am sure our university will contribute further in the development of this region. Along with the traditional courses, we should strive to give education in advanced fields such as artificial intelligence and machine learning, data science, cybersecurity, and robotics. Courses should be designed in such a way that they should satisfy the demands of the industry, and the modern economic development features should be taken into account. Education should not only make students employable, but they bring right attitude towards work and life in them. Only then the growth of the nation could be achieved with enhanced societal happiness, and a startup ecosystem and incubation centers should satisfy the local industrial demands. Local resources and local talents should be best utilized to ensure sustainable growth of our region. The job of the university is to produce new knowledge. It can only be done through robust research-oriented ecosystem. Teachers and students together can strive hard to ensure that each year we advance ourselves in respective field. I believe we must forge partnerships with foreign universities and try to offer the students innovative programs that meet the demands of the modern world. During my meeting with the Ambassador of Italy, the Speaker of the Russian Parliament, the Japanese Consul General, and recently I met the Governor of Brazil, I learned that the many countries are in need of skilled professionals in various fields from India. And nothing wrong if we go and work in a foreign soil and get more exposure. There is nothing wrong. Finally, we all will come back. I know that we love our motherland more than anything else. We all come back with more experience and more talent by the exposure, what the experience we are getting in abroad, and we do everything for the development of our region and the nation. And I am sure the university will encourage to start and strengthen the foreign language programs to equip students with foreign language communication skills. I am insisting that foreign languages like Italy, Spanish, Russian, and Japanese, Chinese should be available to our students. The reason is, by knowing the one language, we are getting much closer to the people of that country. If we express in English, that is one thing. If I express the same thing in Marathi language, my heart will come closer to your heart. So learning a language and trying for it is not a sin. You have to decide what you are going to do in your future. If you want to go to Italy, then it is better to learn the Italy language. If you want to go to Japan, it is better you learn the Japanese language. If you want to go to China, it is better to learn Chinese language. That will give you a lot of advantage to the students. If you learn Spanish, the entire South American countries, most of the countries are having only Spanish language. And the National Education Policy 2020 aims to create a holistic, flexible, and multidisciplinary education system and fosters innovation, critical thinking, and our social responsibility. I do hope that the Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University will create a template for the effective implementation of the policy for other universities. Why I am having this confidence? The way you work, the goodness you are getting out, that should be used by the others also. Like we have to adopt the other good efforts of other universities in our university. That is where we excel. During my discussion with the Vice Chancellors, I have consistently emphasized the importance of preparing and adhering the annual academic calendar. Why we should stick to the annual academic calendar? The student must know when his examination will begin. Normally, it is the tendency of the students, after knowing the exam date, they start preparing seriously. So it should go into their mind from the very beginning. That is the reason why I am insisting on it. And I am insisting again, soon after the summer examinations and results are announced, the convocation should take place within 30 days so that the students get their joy and their certificate at the earliest. Of course, the certificates are available in the computer itself, but when you gather together and get the certificates, that is a great joy and that becomes a memorable day in anybody's life. It is necessary that our universities contribute to producing award-winning sports persons, and sports must be encouraged at all levels. The sports is not only sports nowadays, it is one of the high-yielding remunerative job today. And most of the sports persons, especially in India, the cricketers are highly paid. In football, all over the world, the players are well paid, and we should attain the glory that one time we were the silver medalist of the football in Olympics. That day we must get back, and all the sports, whether it is athletics, shooting, whether it is volleyball, basketball, football, all sports must be encouraged. And we are going to draw an inter-university sports meet for Maharashtra, and I am hope that will be a grand sports event in the state, and that will give enormous opportunity for the students to participate and make their talents visible to the world. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has envisaged India as the Viksit Bharat by 2047. That is very much possible if all the graduates today, you decide what is your target and you start moving towards the target at your own speed, and your hard work and involvement and your dedication will make the modern India more powerful than any other country in the world. Already we are the 5th largest economy of the world. We are moving from here to the 3rd position in the few more years. And by 2047, I am sure that India is going to be the single largest economy of the world. That is the hope I am having on you. With these words, I wish you all once again every success in your new endeavors. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय महाराष्ट्र.